It is now March 1st, which means it's Dage's birthday, one of the biggest events in AQW. And this means new weekly releases that are Legion themed, and of course, the Dark Birthday map is finally back. And with it are back a bunch of seasonal items and classes such as Legion Doom Knight and many other things. But the number one thing most people are thinking about, Legion token farming pets. Before you even begin to farm any Legion tokens, you have to join the Legion. Once you have joined the Legion, the first thing you want to do to get good Legion token farming pet is go to /join Legion Arena. Over here, as you can see, we're in map 40 and there's 7 players, so this place is absolutely packed. You want to click on quests and do these quests until you have first class entertainment. You can only do this once you have joined the Legion. And as you can see, you get a massive 240 Legion tokens per completion. To complete this quest, you can just walk through this map, or even easier, go to someone in the map. Here you want to kill the Legion Fiend Rider for 200k HP, and you kill this guy until he drops the Axorus' Brooch. This should be super quick because you'll have people helping you eliminate this guy every 2 seconds. Once you have 2000 Legion tokens, you want to go to /join Future War. Here you talk to this NPC, click War Merge. You want to buy this pet, Shogun Paragon pet, for 2000 tokens. Now, alternatively, you can buy this pet for 2000 ACs, but that is not worth it because it's super easy to get this. However, this still is not the best way to farm Legion tokens because actually you can Ioda a better pet. You can actually Ioda the Bright Paragon pet, which is the best way to farm Legion tokens in this game. Now, as for the classes that have arrived, you have a bunch of options with Legion classes. You can buy any of these 5 classes for 2000 ACs, but none of them are even remotely worth it. The only one that comes close is Immortal Darkcaster if you really do want to buy one of these. It's a great soloing class and has high DPS. As for the classes you can get with Legion tokens over here, I'd recommend getting all of them, but make sure you don't miss out on Legion Doom Knight as it's seasonal. But the objective best class here is Exalted Harbinger or Soul Cleaver. If you want a more detailed comparison between Legion Doom Knight and Immortal Darkcaster, check a link in description. Now let's move on to class balance changes and more. So first of all, Legion Paladins get a massive change. A lot of you may never have heard of it because it costs about $60 because you have to buy the Legion Armor t-shirt and the Paladin Armor t-shirt, which looks like this and this. So it's getting a very big rework. As you can see, pretty much every skill is being changed, and also skill icons are being changed. So if you have it, it'll be worth checking out. And a much easier class to get, Enforcer or Proto Sartorium, which is the member version of Enforcer. You can get these at /join Crash Site. So they're both getting quite a big buff because before they were worse than the start classes, but now they're actually not that terrible as they used to be. The Jackhammer skill is getting increased range, more max targets, lower mana costs, and extra effects. Arc Lightning is getting longer range, more damage, less mana costs, lower cooldown. And Plasma Bolt is getting more damage, slightly longer cooldown, longer duration for Flash Bolt. Event Horizon, lower mana, way lower cooldown, lower duration of Event Horizon, and applies supercharged. And if you get the legendary only class, Strength, Intellect, Endurance, and Luck increase by 10%. So if you remember, definitely check out Proto Sartorium now. And Chunin class is also getting a buff. The Chi Blast skill is getting lower damage, lower mana cost, way lower cooldown, and also lower stun duration. But most importantly, it can crit now, as it couldn't before. And also some other smaller changes over here. Now finally, something that will affect a lot more players is weapon enhancements. Now Ravenous was a recent Forge enhancement for weapons that was quite underwhelming and pretty weak, especially because of how long it took to farm. So as you can see now, the cooldown is halved, the damage has gone to 75% hybrid, mana cost went up a bit, execute bonus damage per HP loss has went from 1% to 0.9, execute now increases haste, crit chance, dodge, and outgoing damage by 5%. Execute durations down, new aura Ravenous, which reduces target's haste, crit chance, dodge, and outgoing damage by 5%. Overall, quite a nice buff for Ravenous, but also a pretty decent nerf for Dauntless, which used to be pretty much the best Forge enhancement in the game and could make any class broken as hell. Now before, it did 220 to 660% damage of your 2 skill, and now it does 190 to 570%. Smite is getting a bit of a buff too, with 450% to 500% damage. Praxis is also getting a buff, spinning dragon duration from 1 second to 2 seconds. And the helm enhancements and cape enhancements are also getting changed. Absolution, the outgoing damage penalty goes from -15 to 0%, and the outgoing physical damage penalty from 0 to -20%. For Avarice, damage resistance penalty 50 to 35, and dodge penalty -35 to 0. And for Hearty, outgoing damage and incoming healing penalty from -15 to 0. The scroll of talent twisting has also been removed because of unintended reactions, and instead they've made the scroll of Bane, which does different effects depending on the type of monster: human, undead, dragon, elemental, or chaos. And some changes to Ultra Exos and the first speaker. First speaker burn duration has went from 18 to 16 seconds. As for the Forge quest, they have been made easier to farm, such as Elysium. Required bones have been reduced from 20 to 15. Avarice, Indulgence, and Penance have both been reduced from 75 to 50. Big change for anyone who hasn't farmed Avarice yet. Definitely do it now. Absolution removed Ascended Paladin Staff turn requirement, another change making it easier. Forge Helmet enhancement, turn requirements have been replaced with First Load of Chaos Staff, Chaos Dragon Lord Axe, the Dragon Koi Blade, and Wrath of the Werepire. Forge Cape enhancement, Prismatic Celestial Wings, Broken Wings, Shadow Wings, and Wings of Destruction. These two are already quite easy, so it doesn't matter, but these three are much bigger changes. And those are the class, quest, and monster changes that have been made. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, like the video, and see you next time.